Autobiography presents.
Hello everyone, welcome to CaptivatingCappadocia.com. I'm Duke.
And I'm Laurie.
And today we're going to do things a little differently. We're going to talk about the book, Portrait of a Turkish Family by Irfan Orga. And so grab a cup of hot chocolate and join us for a conversation. So we both read it and I thought it'd be fun to do a video review instead of the normal written one. So Laurie, just give us your first thoughts on the book. What did you think?
Really enjoyed it. Felt like it gave a really good picture of what it was like to grow up in a wealthy Turkish family.
Yeah, so why don't you, I agree. You know, what's interesting about this book is that it was set, we reviewed Birds Without Wings by Louis de Bernier a couple months ago, and it's set at the exact same time period, but instead of being in a village, it's in Istanbul, in a big city, and so you see the exact same time from a different perspective, and of course this is nonfiction, as opposed to fiction. What was your favorite part of the book?
Really, the first half was probably my favorite, as it gave a view through a child's eyes of what it was like to grow up in a Turkish family, experiencing some of the cultural things that are typical to experience, and as he was able to give perspective from his mom and his grandmother, and just to get a picture of what it must have been like to be a Turkish woman during that time was really interesting to me.
Yeah, I think for me, I would agree. I think he did such a good job of painting a picture. Like I feel like I have a clear picture in my head of where they lived, what the daily life was like, what things looked like. It was quite idyllic. You know, it's quite poignant, the pictures he paints. But it was, yeah, I feel like I can still see it, even though I never saw it.
As well as the feeling for the characters, I felt like I really got to know the 3 or 4 main ones he delved into. I felt like I knew them.
Well, you think you would recommend this book to anybody?
Yes, I would recommend this to someone who someone who has an interest in Turkey and Turkish culture, or who really is interested in just in different cultures at all, and just to see what it just to give a different worldview. Really, I think it's a good one for that. Yes,
I agree. It's something that somebody who is interested in other cultures, it wouldn't give you necessarily a picture of what life is like now in Turkey, but you know, these are like great-grandfathers of the people that we know. This is what life would have been like for them, and so it does affect what life, the people that are living now, this is what their families went through. I was really quite, I had no idea just how much World War I had affected the average non-soldier. You know, just to see that impact, because it's very different in America, you know, than it was here.
Right. It was really interesting to me to see the poverty that happened, and you know, reaching every segment of society, as well as the role that women had to play, and the vast change that they all went through as they had to cope with missing husbands and sons, and what that was like. The burdens they had to bear were really, shocking.
Yeah, I thought another thing that was interesting was that the book, he's sort of telling memories. Like he remembers the day his grandfather died, remembers the day he went to the hammam. These kind of things, as opposed to just telling about his life. He's picking out specific memories. What was interesting is that the post-World War I, when Turkey becomes independent, that whole war and everything, like, he doesn't even mention it. Like, it didn't seem to have an impact on his life at all, which is really fascinating.
Right. It seems like he just chose to stop at a certain point, like really delving into those snapshot descriptions.
Yeah.
And I missed that at the end of the book. I would have liked to have had more of that.
Yeah. What would be your, if you were going to review, like, this should have been better, or this was different, I wish this, what were your thoughts?
Well, because I like closure to a story, I think I would have liked to have known a little bit more about what happened to him post-war, and to see the sort of the journey, or even to have a postscript that was even written by him. There is one written by his son, which does give you enough information so you're not left hanging, but it's written in such a different style that it would have been nice to have had the author kind of finish that up, even just with a few snapshots of what his life was like post-war.
Yeah, no, definitely the style seems to change. It's like his memories after the war are different than his memories before the war. And I would agree with that too. It's interesting. One thing that we talked about, not right now, but earlier when we were talking about the book, was this sense that if you read Birds Without Wings, there is real closure. There's like a redemption that happens. There's feelings that are positive at the end where people sort of see the meaning of their life and so forth. But in this, you really don't get that feeling. I get the feeling it was more tragic at the end. He doesn't have that sense of, I know what it was all about. It just seems like he never recovers.
It just kind of fizzles.
Yeah, you don't get the sense that he recovered.
Right.
Like it was just, that it never found a healing, and that made it sort of, that was hard in the ending, I thought.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Very good. So, hopefully that gives you an idea of the book without giving too much away, and we hope you enjoy it. And this month, we will be giving away 5 copies, Kindle copies, and so what we need you to do is to like the Facebook page, and there'll be instructions on the blog post, and there's a link on the YouTube thing. So do that. This is actually for February of 2013. So if you're watching this video sometime after that, then this part doesn't apply to you. So hope you enjoyed the book, and thank you for watching.
Goodbye.